Hello beauty culters, it is your Sunday here, aka Tori, and I know my attire is rather revealing, but that's because this week we are doing onesie confessions. Yep, confessions with the onesies. I know, you're gonna get overwhelmed by sexy this week. So we're just gonna give some confessions, some embarrassing moments, some confessions that we just really wouldn't want anyone in real life to know about, but on the internet it's fine because nothing's real on the internet, right? Leo, he'll probably be in and out of this video. So we're all just gonna get dressed up in our comfy onesie pajamas, and feel free, if you have a onesie, go get your onesie out of your closet. I know you have one, and I know it probably has an embarrassing print on it, but you know what? Embrace the weird. Go put your onesie on, watch this video, and maybe think about some of your own little confessions that you could be sharing if you were behind this camera. I feel like we're at a sleepover. Like, I'm wearing pajamas, you're hopefully wearing pajamas. I feel like we're at a sleepover, so grab some popcorn, grab some snacks, let's chit chat, let's be girls. Let's get started. So, when I was in 7th grade, I was trying to be cool, and I saw all these different 8th graders. They would stairs in the middle railing, and then kids would like slide down the railing. Being the awkward, lanky, not coordinated 7th grader that I decided to try and do it in front of a bunch of 8th graders, which at the time it was like, oh my god, you're doing it in front of like the president. I did it. I ended up flipping over and hitting my head on the rail. I had a huge knot on my head and my backpack flipped over my head, all my books fell out and everything like that. So I got on the bike. This is rather physically appealing, so I'm just gonna sit like this for the rest of the video. Sexy. What's another embarrassing story? Oh my god. So when I was in elementary school, this is like the first time I'd ever like kissed a boy or anything else. Was in the 5th grade. I had a boyfriend at the time, and so did my best friend. So we were like, neither of us had kissed or anything like that. There was like this spot like in the back corner of the school on the field where it was just full of trees and stuff like that. We're gonna tell them to meet us at the trees and then close their eyes, and then we're gonna kiss them and run away. So we were like, okay, this is a solid plan, like we're so good, right? They both came, and we were hiding off in behind us, some other tree, just waiting for them. And they came and we said like, hi, blah blah blah, and they closed their eyes. So then we both kissed them. Note that like my kiss wasn't even a kiss. I literally like did this. We kissed like teeth to teeth. It was weird. And we take off. And note the field is like miles and miles long. So it like, by the time they open their eyes, we're not even halfway down the field yet. And we're just like, Eka like laughing and embarrassed. Like, oh my god. And they're just like, what the just happened? It was so weird. I was a weird child. So when I was in like the 8th grade, I took the bus to middle school, and the bus would drop me off. The closest bus stop to my house was actually pretty far from my house. It was probably like a mile away from my house. I had to walk to my house, and I remember being on the bus on the way home like, oh my god, I have to pee, I have to pee, I have to pee. Or like it hurt to hold, so once I got to the bus stop, like there was nowhere to pee, there was nowhere I could like hop into a store and go pee or anything like that. So I was like, shit. I was like, I have to pee, like I'm gonna pee myself. So I couldn't run home because then it would like shake up my bladder and be like, okay, well now you're gonna piss your pants. But I didn't want to walk home because I wanted to get home as soon as possible. So you see my dilemma. So I was power walking home, and as soon as I get home, like I don't know why, like the floodgates decide to like just push on my bladder, and I was like fumbling around with my keys. I dropped my keys on the floor. I was literally in front of my front door, and I was like fumbling around with my keys and blah blah blah. Ended up peeing my pants on my front porch. Let's see, in college I was riding my longboard, and I was riding my longboard because freshman in college, like riding longboard, like I'm fucking cool, like look at me, like stunner shades, like deal with it. I ate it. Like, to say I ate shit is an understatement. I was just not even paying attention, listening to my music, had like my Beats by Dre headphones in, blah blah blah, looking hella fly, all that kind of shit, and I hit a crack in like the pavement. I ate it so hard. Like my earphones went flying off, my board went that way, I flew forward. Like it was so bad, and I was so embarrassed because there was like, it was in like the common like area where everyone walks around. Is it right in between classes? Like, so everyone's out and like going to the next class and everything like that. I was so embarrassed. I was just like, oh my god, Tori. I was afraid to ride it for like a couple weeks. I was like, oh my god, because I'm gonna fall again and it's gonna be the worst thing ever. Oh my god. I feel like Barney in this, like, I love you, you love me. Let's go do some drugs. Stay in school, don't do drugs. That's not drugs, that's a cigarette, but still, don't smoke. Lung cancer, it's bad. I know I got a lot of colors going on my face right now. I got the blue, the green, the yellow, and then I got purple and pink because, you know, I color coordinate like that. I think all girls watch this channel. If you're a boy, you might not want to hear this story, but I was in the 7th grade when I first started my lady business, once a month, Mother Nature's package, all that kind of stuff. First time I ever got it, I was at my dad's house because my parents had just divorced, and so I was at my dad's house. And so I was sitting on the toilet, like, bawling, crying, like, I don't know what's happening. And, like, my dad knocked on the door. He's like, Tori, are you okay? I'm like, Dad, go away. You don't know anything. Like, total, like, preteen angst over here, like, all of it. And so my dad was just, like, trying to figure out what the hell was wrong. He was, like, outside the bathroom door, and he was like, what's going on? What's going on? I was like, come, Mom, you don't know what to do. I'm having a crisis. Like, my vagina's bleeding. Oh, like, it was just so bad, and he was just so confused. And so finally, I'm like on the toilet for like 30 minutes because he's trying to get a hold of my mom. So I'm sitting on that toilet for like 30 minutes just straight up crying. My mom finally comes over. She like comes to the door, and I'm like, oh, Mom, what do I do? It's just everywhere. It was so bad. It was just so bad. I just didn't know what to do. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna like bleed out and I'm gonna die and it's like goodbye world. Like, this is more just like embarrassing stories with Tori. I don't really get embarrassed about a lot of things anymore, but that's why all these embarrassing stories are kind of like in the past, because back when I cared what people thought, but it was so yesterday.